Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. Today, we are going to Home Goods and At Home with Elena and her baby. She did say that she is hitting a ton of traffic right now, so she may be a minute. I wanted to give you guys an update. So, I chose a school. Did I tell you guys yet that I chose a school that I'm going to be going to for dental assisting, and I'm very excited about it. I just went the other day with my mom to the orientation for it, and well, okay, let me explain. Because I know it's weird that I brought my mom, right? Because I know that it's weird. However, they sent me a text and they said you can bring your mom, or they didn't say you can bring your mom, but they said you feel free to bring your family to come see the school. Well, Dominic was working that day, so I was like, okay, I'll bring my mom, because last time I went, my mom came with me, but she sat in the car, and they said, why didn't you bring your mom in, basically? And so this time I was like, I might as well bring her. I've already seen the school. I don't even know why I'm going to this orientation, if I'm being honest, because I already got like a full tour of the school, and like I already kind of got most of the information, so I didn't know what the orientation was for. But then when I got there, there was quite a few people there. I was I was surprised at how many people were there. I wasn't expecting it. And then, not only were there a lot of people there, but there were these two people that I hadn't met yet. And I'm assuming they were like administration or something, but they did not introduce themselves in any sense of the way. Like, I actually didn't even know their names. They just did not introduce themselves. And so I was like, I don't know who these people are. So that's nice that I get to meet them, because maybe they'll be interacting with us. But I think they were just administration, or like there to like help us, I don't know, like learn the school or something. And I signed in on this little book, and I signed my name Jazzy, because I think I told you guys last time I went to visit them, like they called me by my name Jazzy, which is my preferred name. And so like I assumed that they just kind of knew that it was Jazzy and not Jasmine. And they did not. So I put Jazzy. Well, the people knew that I had spoken with last time, that like my instructor and stuff knew that my name was Jazzy, but the lady at the front had no idea. So I put Jazzy, and I put my last name as well, but she did not realize that I was already signed up for the program. I've actually already even, at this point, had already even paid for the program. So while me and my mom are sitting there, like these other people are sitting at a different couch, and they're filling out all this paperwork. And she says to me, she literally says this to me, and I should have noticed at this point, but she goes, oh, they're filling out paperwork because they've already signed up. And I was like thinking to myself, maybe I filled that paperwork out already online, because I had already filled out quite a bit of paperwork online. So I was like, oh, okay, like maybe I filled the paperwork out. And then all of a sudden she's like telling us this whole spiel about the school stuff I already knew, but I also was still trying to like think like, well, she wasn't there when I learned it. So she doesn't know that I already came in. She probably doesn't realize that I came in for a tour earlier. And so she's just telling me it all again. So, and plus my mom was there. So I was like, whatever, my mom's getting all the information now that she really doesn't need. But it really did look like I was a 16-year-old child, and my mom was coming with me to sign me up for school. But that was not the case. Like, it definitely looked like she was like paying for my school, like she was there being my parent. But she was there being my parent. However, she was really just there because I was like, why am I going to go by myself when I already did this by myself? I'm not going to make her sit in the car while I'm doing that. However, in hindsight, we feel we should have done that, because before we went to a Restaurant Depot, which, if you guys aren't familiar with Restaurant Depot, you kind of have to own a business. And you know my mom owns a cookie business. So she has a Restaurant Depot card. So we hit up Restaurant Depot before going. We bought like a bunch of chicken. Restaurant Depot is basically like a Costco and Sam's like on crack. Like everything is so cheap. I got a huge, massive bag of shallots. Oh my gosh, I should do a haul for you guys. I don't know why I never did a Restaurant Depot haul for you guys, because you would have been shocked by the prices. I got this massive bag of shallots. I will show you guys when I get home. It was crazy. It was only $7, and it's like so many shallots, and I've been cooking a lot lately, and my shallots cost me like $4 or $5 for a tiny container of 2 or 3 of them. And like there's like at least 30 shallots in the bag that I paid $7 for. It's insane. But anyway, we bought a whole bunch of stuff, including chicken. And the chicken that we bought, we put it in my mom's cooler, but unfortunately, my mom's cooler, we had to put it like at an angle in my back seat, and it, unfortunately, there were so many bad things that had to happen for this to go the way that it went. The little plug that would plug a cooler so that it doesn't drain out everywhere, unfortunately, was unplugged, and it was facing backwards. So like the cooler was at a like this kind of incline, so the plug was here, and all of the stuff was like draining out of it. Originally we thought it was ice because we put a bag of ice in there. So originally when we got in the car, my mom's flour was wet, and we were like, oh shoot, like what is all this water? And we were like, oh, it must be from the ice, when we realized that that thing was open. But then we established that it was chicken juice. So that was amazing. The chicken juice, like the chickens, we made mistakes. Mistakes were made because we were rushing to get to my appointment that we apparently didn't even have to show up to on time, because like it was obvious it was open house. I don't know what I was thinking. I was envisioning open house very differently than this was. Like I could have just shown up probably whenever, but I envisioned an open house, like people dressing up and like having little appetizers for some reason. And I was like, hopefully they have water. And then you know what I didn't get to that part yet, you guys, but they had these little baggies, and they were like toothpaste and floss and stuff like that. But they gave them to these other people that were sitting next to us. Like while the lady was giving her spiel, these other people that were sitting next to us signing up all their paperwork got these 2 little goodie bags. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I better get a goodie bag because I was like, I already signed up for this class and they get goodie bags and I don't. I never got a goodie bag yet, but it turns out the goodie bag wasn't what I expected it to be. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a Nutri-Grain bar or something. And it was teeth stuff, which I don't know why I didn't imagine it would be. But anyway, back to the chicken story. We, for some reason, stuck the chicken in the cooler sideways. And the chicken juice, I think we thought it was sealed. Like, I imagined that the bag would be sealed. It comes in like this massive box. And I just imagined that they would seal the bag. But they didn't. And I've gotten the chicken there before. I just forgot how it comes normally. And so the chicken juice was everywhere in my back seat. I should have videoed it for you guys because it was, I'm talking everywhere in the back seat. And when I have like, okay, you know how people like have flight freeze, you know how they like fight or flight, and you know, they have like the different terms. I forget what all the other ones are, but I am very much a freeze girly. And so when something happens that I don't know how to handle or process, I freeze. So the second we found out that it was chicken juice, me and my mom were just like, my mom kind of gets to work, you know, and I'm just like standing there like, okay, my brain cannot compute that there's chicken juice everywhere in my vehicle right now, all over my hands, all over everything that we had just purchased. Luckily, my shallots were not back there. They were in the front, so they did not get chicken juice on them. But I was just like, how am I going to fix all of this? Like, this is actually really a bad situation. And I was so stressed because we were already so late too. We were already running super late. And now I was going to have to clean out the back of the car because there was no way, there was no chance I was picking Dominic up with chicken juice in the back of our car, our brand new vehicle. I was like, there's just no way, because I know he would have been fine, but he definitely would have made it not as enjoyable for me to clean the chicken juice up. Like, he would have been the one that would do it then. And I was just like, I don't like doing that. Like, I was the one that made the mess. So, like, I know he would have been like, oh, I'll go clean it. But then he would have just been intense because there's chicken juice in the back of your car. You know, you be intense during that. But I was like, let me just handle this because I'm not going to show up to his job with chicken juice in the back of our car and be like, hey, by the way, babe, we spilled chicken juice all over the back of the car and now you have to clean it. So I made sure that I went home and I cleaned the chicken juice. I was just like a half an hour late for him, so I really wasn't running that late to come get him. But man, you guys, that was a whole task in itself. Oh, and you should have seen us. We were in the middle of this Home Goods parking lot because my mom and I like started at Home Goods, and then we made our way to like everywhere that we were going. Of course, we started at Home Goods, but we started at Home Goods, and so we're in the middle of this Home Goods parking lot, and we're realizing there's chicken juice everywhere. We're spilling it out of the cooler. And it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad once we had spilled it out of the cooler because it's hot in Florida. It was a mess. It was an absolute disaster. And neither of us had like wipes or anything. So we get in the car and we have chicken juice on it all over our hands because everything we just touched had chicken juice on it. So we're like holding our steering wheels. I'm thinking like, this is not good. It just wasn't good. Contamination everywhere. Very, very stressful. Oh, Elena's here. I'll tell you guys the rest of the story in a second. She looks so confused. I don't know why, because she also films sometimes. But I will tell you guys the rest afterwards. And I love you. Okay. Oh, guys, hello. So we are home now. Sunday's huffing and puffing. But I wanted to show you guys. I got this. It's supposed to be a sports bra, but it has like the pads in it, and you can definitely see the pads. But I ordered it from Fabletics. I've never ordered from Fabletics before. Also, just completely ignore my fridge. I don't know what to do about that because my fridge has a bunch of scratches on it. Oh, that's so much better. But oh, the lighting's so much worse though. Just ignore it. Just ignore my fridge, please. But I ordered a ton of things from Fabletics because I obviously am going to be going to school and I needed scrubs, and like I was scouring the internet for scrubs and I ended up looking at Fabletics, where I also found this top, which was only $11. It's not actually a top, like I said, it's a sports bra, but I wear it as a top because it's cute and comfortable, and like I don't know, I feel good in it, and it's very, very comfortable. I actually love it. I've never ordered from Fabletics before, but I'm kind of obsessed, if I'm being honest with you. But I am going to, maybe in the next video, show you all my scrubs. I haven't actually tried them on yet because I kind of wanted to show them to you guys when I try them on. I'm super nervous about scrubs. I'm not gonna lie, like that's my biggest like concern when it comes to, well, okay, it's not really. I feel like I'm gonna be fine as long as they fit me. I'm just concerned that I won't be able to find any that fit me, which is absurd because I know there are bigger people in the healthcare industry. I think actually my biggest concern about being like a dental assistant, no, this is TMI, I'm not gonna tell you this. Well, maybe I'll tell you. When I was growing up, I went to a dentist who was bigger, and like when he would sit in the chair, his stomach would touch me, and for some reason it was weird to me, and well, not for some reason, it's just weird. I didn't like it. So like my biggest concern about going into dental assisting is my stomach touching the patients, because like I don't want them to be weirded out the way I was, but at the same time I was a kid and like obviously like had issues. It was also like where I was and the fact that he was a man, like because I was a child sitting so low. I don't know. I don't think it was his fault. Well, it wasn't his fault, but okay, never mind, you guys. I'm not even gonna share this part because it's too TMI, too much information. But I just hope I can find scrubs that fit me well so that I don't have to be self-conscious and can look cute in them. But we will find out as the time goes on. So I ordered from Fabletics all these scrubs, so we will try them on. I also ordered some from Amazon as well, just in case I don't like the Fabletics ones, and I'm gonna return some of them because I honestly ordered way too many. Let me actually open my blinds so that we can get a little more light in here. That's so much better. I was gonna show you guys everything that I got from Restaurant Depot, so let me grab everything. Well, okay, we've already used a lot of it, to be honest with you, because it was a few days ago now that we went, but I'm gonna show you the key elements that I think are crazy. And the first thing is these shallots. So we've already used, like, I'm talking, we've already used probably 10 of these shallots. $7 for all of these shallots, like that's actually insane. And they're just like regular old shallots, obviously. And like, they're good shallots. I'm a little nervous to go in my cabinet though, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because there was a lizard that crawled in there the other day. I watched him, well, I didn't watch him, I opened the cabinet and like he just like ran out of these boxes that we have in there for our Ziploc baggies, and now I'm terrified to even go in that cabinet Like, I'm just worried I'm gonna find a dead lizard because you know I didn't search for him afterwards. I shut the cabinet door and like ran away, basically. And then Dominic looked for him the next day and like he couldn't find him, obviously, because he's probably gone at that point. But the cabinet is kind of haunting me. But the other thing we ended up purchasing was sesame oil. It's actually sesame oil blend, which I kind of regret, but this was only $10. I'm gonna show you for reference. I just bought a tiny bottle of sesame oil. Dominic did tell me sesame blend is like mixed with vegetable oil, so it's not as good. But they also had like this massive container of sesame oil for $16. But I didn't buy it because I didn't realize at the time that they were that different. I was like, this is way bigger than the $16 one, so why wouldn't I buy this one? But let me show you the tiny container of sesame oil. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was literally just up in that cabinet for so freaking long looking for the sesame oil, and it was right in the front. Like, and it's the top cabinet, so if you're like anything like us, we always put our sauces like up above the stove, and I can't reach it, so I'm like using the ladle to like reach up there, and it's literally in the front. I'm like, we must have used all the sesame oil, but it was in the front the whole entire time. Anyway, this is the bottle of sesame oil we got, and I'm pretty sure I paid like between $7 and $9 for this bottle. I think it was actually $8. I don't know why I'm saying between $7 and $9, but I guess it's true information, between $7 and $9. But look how tiny this bottle is, and then I paid $10 for this. Like, that's actually insane, even if this is mixed with, which it very clearly doesn't look anything like the actual sesame oil. But even if this is mixed with vegetable oil, I do wish I I got the, like, just container of sesame oil, because, I don't know, if it's mixed with vegetable oil, does it seem like it's kind of a waste? It does to me. Anyway, what else did I get? Oh, I got the peppers. Did I get pictures of the peppers? I don't think I took pictures, but I've already used them, so, like, I think I might have one left. Let me look. Yeah, so I have one left, and honestly, this one is way smaller than the other ones were, but it's still like way bigger than the ones you buy in the grocery store. And I think I got 12 of them or something. It was like a 5-pound bag, but they were massive. Like, the bag was huge. I wish I would have shown you guys earlier. I'm the worst when it comes to showing you guys things. And then the other thing that I got is, oh, I don't really want to pull that out either. Just take my word for it. We got 20 pounds worth of chicken. And that's a lot in chicken. Like, nobody needs that much chicken, but the reason that we got it is because we have Sunday and I'm gonna start, I think, cooking her meals. Did I mention that to you guys already? I think I'm gonna start doing cooking for her. Ugh. We'll see. We'll see if I actually end up or not. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I love you guys. I feel like I was missing something from Restaurant Depot that I wanted to show you, but I'm sure I'll go back again and show you guys next time I go with my mom. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you all in the next one.